Never gonna give you up. Oh wait, are we live?
Oh, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trinity Competitive Racing here for round number 3. It's the Australian Grand Prix from Down Under. We have 18 people racing tonight, and it is going to be one heck of a show. My name is Camden Luca. I will be doing lead commentary for tonight's race, and alongside me is none other than the reigning Golden Class champion and current Platinum Class driver for the Red Bull. It is Mr. TJ. He is back again this week. Second week in a row, he is in the booth. TJ, 2 questions. First,
Yes,
how
sir.
are you doing? And second of all, what are you looking for tonight's race?
Well, Camden, you did me dirty there.
What do you mean?
You didn't tell me we were live, and I was out here singing.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Well, I was partially at blame too. You know, I was grooving to the best song ever made.
But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be in the booth with you tonight. I feel like it's gonna be a very, very interesting night. Happy to see what this Golden driver is able to give us tonight. It should be a very interesting night. I mean, there's a lot of quick drivers in here, new faces, even guys from PC that haven't raced in a long time. But I feel like it's gonna be a blast. Can't wait for it.
Absolutely, and it looks like most drivers are heading out right now on their out laps. Rizzy just invalidated. He was going through turn 1 there, which is very easy to do here in qualifying, very easy to go off the track there in turn 1. His lap is no good. Looks like you having a giggle is in sector 1 right now. He is on a flyer. Is there any corner of this track that you look for that these drivers can invalidate on?
Well, yeah, definitely. The corner that a lot of people are going to invalidate on is I forgot the corner number, but it's the fast right end corner right after the long curve. Or I think I got to get my corner numbers right. Let me pull it up real quick because I'm kind of rusty.
Yeah, no, I got you. There are 14 corners of this track. It's hard to keep track of all of them.
Yep. But it should be the corner. Let me see who's going through it right now. The one Giggle is about to approach.
That is turn 11.
If you brake too late and get on that. Ooh, no.
What happened?
Giggle, Guy got right on that curve and spun it right into the wall, but he survived with only wing damage.
Yeah, that's going to happen through that part of the track. The chicane of turns 9 and 10 is very difficult. As we saw, you have a Nagiggle before with a 1:18.9, and this guy, though, this is somebody we have to keep our eye on. Lion with a 1:18.5, about half a second faster than anybody else, and he's got a pretty sporty number there on his car.
He does. Yes, he does. It's good to have him back, though. He's a TCR veteran. With a lot of experience under his belt, so excited to see what he's able to show us tonight.
Yeah.
Experience, like they say, experience really matters in games or in whatever you do, and hopefully he's able to prove us right with that theory.
Yeah, and somebody else we have to keep our eye on too is Dirk Shark in the Red Bull, who just went up to a 1:19.2. He is off to a great start, a new driver to TCR, and he has a 4th and a 3rd, and I believe he is 2nd in points, so he is fitting in really nicely to this Golden Class. Somebody else I want to keep an eye on too is Silver driver Omega, who is now in P6 because Tebow just went up to P2.
Yeah, the lap times are getting closer and closer. I feel like we're gonna get into the 1:18, the low 18s, possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. FND Cakes goes into P8 with the Alpine, and yeah, like you said, everybody is just putting in laps right now, and pretty close. If you take a look at around 5th through 8th place, separated by a couple of tenths right there, is PVW getting very sideways off of turn 10, that chicane. Let's see if I believe he is on a lap right now. He is low on ERS, so We'll see if he ends up doing anything right here. But we go up to Sir Charles with a 118.7. 4 guys in the 118s right now. I mean, do we think anyone's going to get into the 117s at all?
I mean, it is highly possible. It is very possible based on my practice session the other day. It is quite like you can get into the 17s, or based on platinum pace, you can get into the 17s. But I am not sure if golden class. I mean, some people might be able to, because I feel like there are a lot of people in golden class who are as quick as platinum drivers, or if not slightly slower. So I feel like it is possible. Some drivers might break into that 17 time frame.
Yeah, Rizzy having trouble getting back going in turn 5 right there. He spun around. That's a corner I want to keep an eye on in qualifying as well. I think it is definitely possible to go flat out through there, but you have to have the most perfect line, and it looks like Rizzy just didn't get it right through there.
Yeah, it is possible in qualifying. You just gotta make sure your car is wide and straightened out as soon as you get into the corner, or else you're gonna lose the back end, and you'd be lucky enough not to put it into the wall. That's a good save, though.
Yeah, good timing there about not necessarily, crashing, and Rizzy just about did that. But I'm sure we'll see more commentators' curses at some point tonight. Where's D'Angelo? I want to go on board with him right now. He is headed through turn 5, right towards sector 2, and he is on a flyer through turns 6 and 7, a very fast portion of this racetrack. And this is a part of the track we need to keep an eye on too. A new section of this track. They redid this part of the Australian Grand Prix this past year. It is the first time on this game that we have seen that part of the track. Turns 9 and 10, that fast chicane that Rizzy just spun through right there. A very difficult technical part of this racetrack. D'Angelo, as he heads through sector 3, this is now turn 11, which is also a new part of this track. They redid the curbs there. TJ was talking about that corner being a difficult part of the track. As he heads through turns 13 and 14, turn 14, you have to make sure that you're not putting too much throttle into the car. It's very easy to lose traction, but let's see what the 2-time winner of this season will do, and he gets into the 117s. D'Angelo, first driver in the 117s, and he's looking to go 3 in a row. A great start to the season for him, and man, he is 7/10 ahead of Lion right now. And Lion, we'll have to see. I don't think he's on an outlap right now, but we will keep an eye on him to see what kind of lap time he puts up. Dirk Shark in the Red Bull heading through sector 1 right now. Turn 4 right here. We saw a couple of incidents here yesterday through there. It's really almost impossible to go side by side through there unless if you get the perfect line, and I'm going to keep an eye on Dirk Shark's lap. He is 4/10 up on the previous lap as he heads through this. It's not a straightaway. I like to think it is, though, just because of how fast it is, just how long the straightaway it is. But Dirk Shark heading through this fast chicane right now of turns 9 and 10, getting the DRS, the third DRS straight of this racetrack as he heads down into turn 11.
You can't classify as a straightaway because you're basically flat out all through, and you have minimal steering movement. So I think it does count as a straight, but it's a curvy straight. We'll call it that.
Curvy straight. Oh, and curving into the wall is Dirk Shark. And I mentioned it before, man. Turn 14, it's so easy to lose traction, and that's a shame. Dirk Shark had a really good lap going.
Yeah, that was a good lap up to that point. But look, it looks like D'Angelo finally broke into that 17.
Yeah, and I was just asking before, will we see anybody in the 117s? And I think the question is now, will anybody pass D'Angelo? Because, I mean, that lap, you look at Lion, he's fast right now. We'll see if he improves, but he's almost 7/10 down from D'Angelo.
7/10? Is he on a cooldown lap or out lap?
Well, right now, on his lap, he's 2/10 improving, but his previous lap was 1:18.5, which is 7/10 worse. But he heads through the chicane. He is close to 3/10 better. So we'll see if he can improve on that lap.
Yeah, we have purple second sector.
He heading through turn 12, 13. I want to keep an eye on turn 14 though. We saw Dirk Shark lose the back end of the car through there, and interesting, Lion took 6th gear through there. I like to take 5th gear through there, but looks like Lion knows what he's doing. He goes up to a 118 flat, still 2/10 off of D'Angelo.
Yeah, D'Angelo set a blistering lap there.
Yeah, and Charles trying to look for a better lap. He's in P4 right now, and as of now, he's maybe going to get by Tebow. He was about a 10th better heading into Sector 3. We'll have to see what he can do, and Charles, of course, this is his first season in the Golden class. He's been in Silver the past couple of seasons, and he's looking pretty sporty so far. First couple of races, and now he's looking pretty fast here in qualifying, and he took 5th gear through there. So interesting decisions through that corner. Not quite better. Looks like Sector 3 was not very fast for Charles.
Yeah, a lot of time is there to be gained in that third sector, especially with that new profiled corner that is a bit wider. You gotta get that spot on, or else you lose a lot of lap time. Because if you get on the curb on the exit, you're basically scrubbing up speed that you could carry into the following corner.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm taking a look at the chat right now. We have an Omega fan in here. Speedy is cheering on Omega. And like I said, Omega is a silver driver racing here tonight in Golden class, so we'll keep an eye on him. Cody says Camden El Loco Luca, so I guess that's my new name, TJ. Do you approve of that at all?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call you that from now on. I like that.
You know what? I shouldn't have said anything, actually.
You shouldn't have, because now I'm gonna use that all the time. All the time.
Man.
Camden El Loco Luca? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I guess it's fine.
I guess it's actually pretty dope. Yeah, thank you for coming up with that name.
Yeah, that is Cody's run. Cody runs fast. That came up with that name. So thank you, Cody, for ruining this stream. I'm sure I'm going to hear that about 5 more times before we're done.
It's good to be in the booth with you, Camden El Loco Luca.
Yeah, it's good to be with you. Oh, he also had a name for you, TJ the House.
TJ, yeah, TJ is always in that house. Come on. That is not new news. Come on now. TJ is always here. Always in the house.
I guess that is true.
25-8. I'm here.
Yeah, sure.
What you mean, sure?
Well, I didn't say no. I said sure. Sure.
Yo,
man.
you know, we could step out the booth right now and get a 5-minute session on.
I don't think Seafreeze would approve of that, though. We're doing him a favor tonight being here, so I don't think he would like that at all.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah, but real quick, Omega, speaking of him, he is looking fast. P6 right now, getting a little sideways there off the exit. I think he's in his cooldown lap. Very interesting, though. Nobody else is on a flyer. We have a few people on their out lap. But I think we're about to see a sea of people come out of the pits because there's only 3 minutes left.
I think Dirk Shark is on the lap right now.
Yeah, Dirk Shark. Well, he's about 2/10 up, so he may not be going full throttle. But he may possibly be going full throttle next lap. Let's see.
So he's on a.
Who else?
I think he's going out right now because he's the only one on track on the actual flying lap. And he's using this ERS, so...
Yeah, he was really far down, though. Let's see, Okay, so now he's 5/10 to the good, so must have been a glitch or something. Either that, or he just really botched Sector 1 the previous lap, which could have happened, because Dirk Shark is a quick driver, and he put up a 119 the previous lap. So yeah, I think he's on a flyer. Improved a lot through Sector 2. We'll have to see if it's good enough to get a flyer, an improved lap as he heads through Sector 3, but a poor Sector 1, let's see if it's still good enough to improve. As he heads to the line, a 118.8, yeah, pretty good lap.
Yeah, and next somebody else you should be looking out for is GT Line. He's on the lap too.
Yeah,
as he
Lion.
comes around the back curve.
Let's see what his delta is. He's a little slow. I don't think he's
Yeah,
pushing it.
yeah, yeah. He's not. I think he's on the cooldown lap. Yep, probably double warm up lap.
Ooh. FND Cakes was almost a full second up on his lap in Sector 1. I want to keep an eye on him as he heads through this curvy back straightaway, as you called it.
Yep,
Um, Sporting
very
the
straight.
Yeah, curvy straight. Yeah, I mean, how many of those are there in F1? Like, I know, like there's some straightaways with curves, but I feel like this is the one that really is the curviest, you know?
Yeah, I think so. It's like twisty. It's like the S section, but just quicker.
Yeah. Um, he's heading
You
into
wanna,
turn 11 right now. He goes a
you wanna
little,
avoid that curve. You wanna
yeah,
avoid that curve.
yeah, went a little wide right there, but still looking pretty good. And just considering where he is on the grid right now, FND Cakes could maybe get in the top 5. Let's see as he enables the DRS and comes to the line. This will be a pretty good lap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
P3. Wow.
wow, yeah, ahead of Tebow.
Tebow's also on the lap though. Let's see what his first sector looks like. And he's a 10 up on his sector time, so he's looking like a good lap for him right now. As he goes through the curvy straight.
I think it just puts into perspective though just how fast D'Angelo and Lion are. Like,
Right, definitely.
yeah, Tebow only 2/10 up. He's not going to get to the top 2 as of now.
He has the perfect second sector though, so if he gets his corner right, you gotta brake super early, kiss the curb, and avoid that curb, that exit curb completely, just like that. Just like that. That was spot on, but D'Angelo, man. A 17.6.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Lion put up a 17.9, not good enough. Tebow is coming to the line. Let's see if he can do any damage whatsoever. He will go up to P3, but not quite fast enough.
His Razorback got disqualified for going the wrong way.
What the?
That's new.
What?
Little.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Well, so Charles is on the lap, but it's invalidated. Who else is on the lap? Omega's on the lap.
Yeah, everybody on the lap right now. Omega, he had a great lap before. Let's see what he can do. Let's look at God Any Weeb. God Any Weeb is coming to the line first. P12 right now, I can imagine that he is going to be a lot better than that. Yep, up to
P4.
Yeah, fantastic
Huge
lap.
jump. Huge jump. Yep.
Omega not pushing. Gordo, let's see Gordo. We haven't really covered him much in qualifying so far. He's down in P17, and there he loops it. So that will be his qualifying over.
I think he just coming to the curse them.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't bring him up once prior to that, and now he spins. So, yeah, that's our first commentator's curse of the night. But it is over. D'Angelo will pick up pole position, and he's picking right off where he was last week and the week before. Looking really good in that P1.
Yep, that is a huge time gap though in qualifying. But like they said, you don't win the race in qualifying. You might be the fastest man in qualifying. If you can't put it together on the race, then all that work was for no reason. So, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna have to be careful on the opening lap, especially through turn 11, 10, 11 complex, because your tires are gonna be cold, and that is a very high risk spin zone. So you gotta be extremely cautious when you get to that corner. Like if you notice I think 2021 game with my race in Australia, I think that sums up what you shouldn't do.
Yeah. So formation lap is off, so I guess it is our time for predictions. Real quick, TJ, what's your top 3?
Well, right now I'm gonna pick GT for the win because I practiced with him and I saw his pace and like he's looking like he's quick. And I'm gonna go for D'Angelo coming in second, and I'm gonna go with Guy Any Weeb rounding up the top 3.
Interesting. So yeah, real quick for me, I am going to go I'm going to go D'Angelo for the win. I think he's been on a roll. I think this is his season. He'll go 3 in a row today. Let's go Tebow P2 and Charles P3. Let's go Charles P3. I'll give him some the benefit, and I'll put him in my podium.
Those are some far picks. Ooh, you're pretty bold with those ones.
I tend to be, and usually it never works out for me. So, did we both pick a driver? I think we picked Lion in our podium, right? Lion and D'Angelo.
Yep.
So yeah, they are going to crash out, ladies and gentlemen. You have seen it. They are going to both crash out. I'm sorry, you guys, but the land of Down Under will not treat you nice tonight. But we have 3 zeros on the clock, which means we are about to get 5 lights on the grid as we wait for the players to load.
How many safety cars are you predicting tonight?
I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go 3 safety cars. We have 5 lights on the grid. Lights out and away we go from the Australian Grand Prix. Who's going to get off the line good? It looks like D'Angelo gets a rocket of a start ahead of his teammate Tebow. There's some carbon fiber in the back. Matt Rufer had an issue in the back of the grid. Up front, Lion loses a spot to Tebow. Gottany Weeb in P4 right behind him now as they head down into turn 3. D'Angelo about half a second up on Tebow, his teammate. It's a Mercedes 1-2 as they head through turns 3 and 4. Side by side heading into turn 4 is Charles and PVW. Charles, contact! The Alpine is in the wall. That's Rizzy out of the session. Not enough room there to make things work. And that is a full safety car on lap 1.
Safety car on lap 1. And what tires are these people on?
Well, it looks like people are on the mediums.
So yeah, it's too early to pit for... Oh wait, the PVW on the soft can actually come in and like pit for mediums, because I feel like that's the best choice to do right now, because he basically gets that one stop cleared and still has a chance to race with the pack.
For me, it's saying that he's on mediums right now.
My screen says he's on the soft. That's weird.
Okay, well, we got some controversy here early on. So for me, Main Wayne is on the hards. He could be in a very interesting scenario here.
Yeah, I think Codemasters are back at it again. Because on my screen it shows the medium. Yeah, the Bugmasters. It shows me he's on the... Ooh, what the...
That was a virtual safety car. We are back underway. D'Angelo getting a good jump ahead of Tebow. Lion not as good of a restart. He's about a full second back from the top 2, using that ERS to try and get back that gap to the top 2. Gottany Weeb shortly behind. Rockstar in P5. It looks like everybody has gotten off the restart clean. Matt Rufer in the pits, still in the pits, changing that wing. He's in there for a while, and now he's getting back going.
Oh man, I think a lot of people got clean starts. It wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be, especially on the open lap. But I guess the virtual safety car calmed everything down, and Tebow was going over for a move around his team. Ooh, cut him off there.
Yeah, that was never going to work. Tebow, though, looking pretty fast. We'll have to see when DRS gets active if he can make a move, because Lion is not close enough to make anything happen right now. As we have a yellow in Sector 3 cars going around, we have an Aston Martin, it's Razorback and Gordo both spinning out. It does not look like that will be a safety car.
Yeah, synchronized spin there.
Ooh. Well, I'll give him style points for that one.
Style points, how many? Like 5, 10? Oh!
Ooh, contact towards the back there. Omega with issues. Fire up flow as well.
Yo, I think the Aston Martin spun and fire up flow coming. Didn't know he was there and he ran into him. I thought that was a DNF, but they both survived. That's some strong chassis they have.
And drive-through, speeding under the safety car. Man, things going bad to worse for Gordo. He's going really slow here on the front stretch. Not a great start for the McLaren driver. Yeah, I mean, so this is a safety car. Is it a safety car?
I think it is. Yeah, it is a safety car, because you could see the yellow dot on the map.
Well, it's hard to tell because the whole track is yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had a really destructive start. I mean, the incident in turn 4 with Rizzy, and that was just a scenario of just not enough room. We saw it yesterday, and that was a VSC yet again. 2 VSCs in a row. Strange considering we had like 3 full safety cars yesterday, but we are back underway. Gordo is going to have to serve a drive-through. Lion got a better restart this time around. He is right there with Tebow, and we are about to get to that point where DRS is active. And like you said, Lion is really fast, and I'm sure he is going to look to get by the silver arrows.
Yeah, definitely. He's just gotta bide his time, and I feel like the 2 Mercedes drivers gotta play the team game here, like try to stay in each other's DRS and pull away from GT as much as possible to cover over the tread from him. Because if they keep fighting over or keep pondering over each other, they're gonna lose not just spots to themselves but to the other guys behind. So they gotta be careful.
Here comes Lion now as they head into turn 3. And if you look at the battery, they are all pretty full on battery. Obviously, we just had 2 VSCs, but Tebow has been a little more aggressive. He is below 90% right now. Gani Weeb, he's probably going to have to start using some. If you take a look at the gap, he is about 7/10 behind the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, but by the time they start fighting at the top, Gani Weeb doesn't really have to do anything. All he has to do is just drive, because by the time they're battling, they'll be losing time, and he's just cruising up behind them without even using much ERS or resources, so that should play well into his hands. You just gotta sit back and watch them go at it, and then pick your point when they make mistakes or like when the opportunity arises, or as long as it's safe to do so. Because you don't want to wreck yourself out, try to gain places when your opponent's falter.
Yeah, and he's still about 7/10 behind. We got a great look into that fast chicane right there. That is going to be something to watch. I guarantee you we will have a safety car through that part of the track. But Lion does have DRS, not using the overtake though. He's being patient. Might not be the right opportunity for him to make a move.
It looks like he's trying to set him up for the next corner, but Tebow also has, ooh, that is so much closer. Tebow also has DRS on his teammate, and he's going to try, and he's going to try to follow him, but
turn 4.
Doesn't make it stick? No.
Turn 4, and it looks like they get through okay. We saw a couple of incidents there yesterday of people going side by side, but Tebow in the P1. So like you said, qualifying pace definitely differentiates from race pace.
Definitely, yeah. Because you might have a good setup for qualifying, but if it doesn't work in the race, it is, because it's better to be slow in qualifying than slow in the race, because it's going to come back and hurt you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to see. Like you said, it seems like some drivers being patient as we have a yellow in Sector 1 that's in turn 3. The McLaren of Gordo, his bad race continues, and he has gone around.
Just like the second time running that Gordo has had, or actually the third time running, Gordo has had issues in the race.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad for him.
Yeah, he's a returning driver this season. Was gone from TCR for a while. He is back this season, and we go back up to the front now. Lap 6 already.
Yeah. Time does fly, right?
Yeah, even with the 2 VSCs, man, I'm telling you, this race, that's just how it goes. I feel like, well, I don't know. Is it faster as a driver or as a commentator, do you think?
Is it faster as a driver or a commentator?
Like the pace of the race, do you think?
No. As a driver, it is very slow, because you go by each corner each time, and you look at the lap. It's like we still on lap 6. Like I've been going for like a long time, but we enjoying it back here. We watching like the drivers go at it, and it's looking like it's going quick for us. But to them, it's like they gotta stay super focused, consistent, and like avoid as much mistakes as possible. So for them, it's like it's forever, because they gotta stay in the zone for quite a while.
Yeah.
I think Godzilla GT has a run on D'Angelo. Is it gonna make it? No. Gonna hand back.
Yeah. And
probably by the back straight. He's gonna try to make a move.
We look right behind them. P4 is getting tight. And we have a yellow in Sector 2, I believe that's the Aston Martin. But we go back up to the top 3 right now. Lion is closing in on D'Angelo. Oh, Lion sideways out of turn 14. That was a close call.
That was a good save.
Yeah, Lion showing his ability there. What happened to Gani Weeb?
I think, like, So I think it's a pace difference between the top three and the rest of the show right now. Usually we see that like there are people in a class who are like who were just much more confident. They're probably not a pace difference, but probably confidence in the setup on the car.
Ooh, Dirk Shark and FND Cakes close racing into turn 4. Both drivers not giving. FND
Bump
Cakes goes wide right there. You having a giggle is going to make the overtake work. And we
bumper
have a yellow
cars,
behind them.
bumper cars.
Yeah, Dirk Shark making up progress here, getting by both of those guys. And if we go back up to the front, nothing happening with Tebow and D'Angelo. Those two
That I
drivers
think Gordon
separating.
getting ready to retire. Who is he? Oh, they're about to change. Oh, wing damage.
Yeah, Gordo, not the best start. Omega, we see him in the pits as well, probably wing damage, putting on the soft tires there. So definitely a different strategy than everyone else now that he's going to have to follow. If we go
Yep.
back up, oh, Lion is very close to D'Angelo
Very
here.
close. Yep. Very, very close.
He just can't get out of turn 14. Like you notice, 2 laps in a row, D'Angelo just a lot stronger through there. Lion just not able to put the throttle down.
And I think Tebow is kind of helping his teammate right now by hanging back so he could get into DRS, which is a very smart thing to do.
Yeah, I mean they are looking so strong, like
Yeah,
easily
they are.
constructors' favorites. And if think about it, if they work together well, if they put their egos aside and they work together to have both of them finish up front every week, this could be a lock for the constructors' championship for them.
Yep. And like based on their recent form in recent races, you could see that they came into the season prepared to take the fight to everybody. Especially D'Angelo. I mean, Tebow, like, I am very surprised by Tebow because he came, I mean, he's season 13 silver champion. But to be able to join Golden and be on pace, and he recently just turned off an assist, I am surprised at that. It shows you, like, the level of, like, the playing level he's at. Because it takes a while for you to get used to turning off an assist, and for him to be able to accomplish that, you gotta give props to him.
Yeah, I do want to say though, if you take a look at Tebow's battery, he is roughly around 50%. So it does look like he is pushing a little bit. If you compare that to D'Angelo and Lion, who have both barely used any of their ERS, so Tebow definitely helping out his teammate, but I don't know if that's necessarily intentional because he's pushing a lot harder right now.
Right, so let me, this is something I noticed, what my teammate told me, is it gonna go around the outside?
Oh,
No,
not
doesn't work.
quite able to make it work.
Yeah, what my teammate told me, Brandon, it's like, if you have the ERS, why not use it? Because by the time you go back into the pits, you're gonna recover that much ERS back. So at this point of the race, you should be using as much ERS, at least stay below 80%.
Yeah, that's a
Below
great
eighty
point.
percent. Yeah, because if it's like it's no point having it if you're not using it. You get it? So I
Yeah.
feel like Tebow is doing the right thing. He's using the ERS when he can, and by the time he goes into the pace, probably gonna have like 80% back ERS back, and he's good.
Yeah, the ERS is definitely something everybody has to strategize with, and some drivers do it differently. I used to be very aggressive, like way too aggressive with the ERS. As we take a look at you having a giggle going off track, he misses the corner, allowing Main Wayne and FND Cakes to go right by him.
It looked like GTR is closer to D'Angelo on this lap.
Yeah, GT Lion, man, he's really biding his time, not
Yeah.
forcing the move. He knows he has a big gap behind him as we have a car going around in the final corner. You having a giggle 2 corners in a row of difficulty, and he is losing all of those points, and he is going to get back going at around P12.
Was he on cold tires? Did he spin the lap prior? D'Angelo has a
So
big slide there.
he just spun out a couple corners before, so his tires probably weren't in great shape, and then he
Yeah.
spun out again there in turn 14.
Yeah, you gotta once you spin, you gotta take it easy because the tires are very hot at that point, and it takes a long time for these tires to cool down. Just like I would take forever for them to warm up.
Yeah.
Look,
So, just real quick, as Fire Up Flow has made a move, now Tebow might want to play the teammate game a little bit. He has exceeded that 1 second gap, which has put D'Angelo in risk of getting passed by Lion.
Yeah, he's putting D'Angelo under pressure right now. And GTA, every onboard I've been with him, he's been barely using ERS. He went really wide there. Really
Yeah.
wide.
He might be pushing it now. You saw him go wide there. He knows this is an opportunity for him to get by. He is using the ERS right here. He is draining the battery. Now he's going to let go of it. Not close enough to make something happen on this straightaway. Let's see how he is in turn one. Does he get a good run?
I think he has a draggy car because D'Angelo is able to keep ahead of him even with DRS and GT using ERS. So I think GT is able to stay closer to him through the corners, but when it comes to actually mounting the challenge down the back straight, he just doesn't have enough top speed to get close enough onto the braking point.
I mean, if you look at it too, D'Angelo seems to be better in Sector 1. He's gotten back within that gap, and that gap will fluctuate a little bit, but this could be huge. You have teammates up front keeping a 1 second gap to each other, and you mentioned it, Lion's car maybe not as suitable to make a pass right now. Unless we get a safety car, I think this is really looking like it could be a Mercedes 1-2.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but you never know what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is TCR Golden class. There's a lot of gold moments in this class, so I'm sorry, I had to do that at some point. I've been waiting for the opportunity to do that.
Oh man, I like that. GT is going for the pits. I think it's going to undercut he's going to try to undercut the two Mercedes.
Oh, and he screws up. 5-second penalty, and man, we just said it. Anything could happen. Don't count on this race being over. So that changes everything for GT Lion.
Yeah, that changed a lot of things because now the top two could just drive without having to worry about being under pressure because you have that 5-second buffer to the guy behind you. So that's gonna come back and hurt GT unless there's a safety car and he gets rid of that by the end of the safety car period.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be patient. I know he's probably a little upset by that, but his tires are very cold. Those hard tires take a long time to get up to speed. But he falls into P9 behind Charles right there. We'll have to see what he can do. But unless if we get another safety car, he could pit again, and he will be at a significant disadvantage for the rest of the race.
Yeah, looks like F&D Kicks is closer to the main wing on this particular lap. Let's see if he's going to get the move done. He has DRS, and he's not using any ERS. He's at 33%, so I think he's trying to play it safe.
Yeah, he
has so much speed through the corners.
Oh, we have a McLaren around. That's Gordo in Sector 1, but Tebow, he has followed Lion into the pits. He will be making that move, and it looks like probably, I mean, you can assume D'Angelo will be in the next lap. So where does Lion come out in regard to Tebow as FND Cakes gets a penalty? That's our second drive-through penalty here, or 5-second penalty, excuse me. Oh, take a look here. So he gets out ahead of him.
Yeah. So the undercut didn't work. I think that's because Charles was stuck in traffic, so he wasn't able to. But now he has a much more lighted up tires, much more warmer tires, and D'Angelo's gonna have to. I mean, Tebow's gonna have to get those tires into the right temperature window. So GT probably has a chance. And if he gets ahead of him, that's gonna be a very good thing because he's gonna be able to push and try extend the gap, that 5-second gap that he has. But look how much more grip he has compared to Tebow. And I think he's gonna go for it now.
Does he make the
look
move?
How much close? Look! Oh man, he's literally pushing him through the corners or through the back straight.
Yeah,
he has DRS and he's gonna make it here. He's gonna do it here.
Tebow, he had a lot better of a chicane. We have to take a look at D'Angelo though, as Lion sends it in a little deep right there. Tebow will get the better exit as D'Angelo is in the pits. We will have to see where he comes out of the pits in regard to his teammate and Lion, as Tebow and Lion are headed off of turn 14. Oh boy, this could get interesting right here.
He's gonna get it done here.
Oh boy,
he's gonna get it done here. It's gonna be a very close to their teammates.
Here comes D'Angelo out of the pits now, heading into turn 1.
Ahead.
Oh, D'Angelo What's going to happen side by side?
3 wide.
3 wide, possibly?
Oh, this is not a crash. Oh, this is not a crash.
Turn
FGT
4.
making sticks around the outside. Wow.
Wow.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Great move by Lion there to get by him. D'Angelo is going to have to get those tires up to speed quick. That way he can stay with Lion. Even though Lion has that penalty, D'Angelo, this could be a very vulnerable situation for him right now.
Yep, definitely. And Tebow is going to be under pressure. I think the only thing holding GT back is the straight line speed, the lack of straight line speed. Because if he has it, like, he's able to ride extremely close to the guys in front through the corners, but when it comes to like the exit of the final corner and like getting the run down on them with the DRS assistance, it doesn't really work because I think he's lacking top end speed, so he's gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, we mentioned before how fast these races go by. We will be halfway this time by.
Yeah, lap 14 of it. Ooh.
Yeah, I know, crazy.
Is it gonna happen here? No, like you could see, like even Tebow isn't using that much. Well, he's using ERS, but with like considering DRS and ERS at the same time, it should be an easy. Is he gonna go for it here?
He does, down the inside, turn 3. Maybe a little contact. They're still side by side into turn 4, but great defending by Tebow. For now, does Lion do anything?
Switch back. No. Ooh, Tebow goes really deep there. Is it gonna give TCR a chance to go? Ooh, this is gonna be this is clean racing. Oh, and D'Angelo comes into the play.
Oh my God, around the outside, trying to make it work. Nearly 3 wide right there. D'Angelo, a very bold move. I don't know how they didn't crash right there. Like that is beyond skill. Me how they didn't crash.
That is
right
skill.
There.
That is skill right there.
Unbelievable. Wow.
That is skill. I think Tebow GT is so much closer this time around. Is it gonna go around the inside? Is it gonna make it stick? Yes, he does.
But he goes way wide off into the sand.
No!
Oh, GT Lion.
Oh, damn.
Making a mistake, and that puts the Mercedes back up into 1-2 with Tebow being in first. Lion just got a little desperate right there, and this flips his race upside down.
Yeah. Is he going to be able to close that gap back up? I don't think.
No, I mean, you mentioned it, the straight line speed. He's not going to have that against the top 2, especially when the top 2 have DRS. And, just like before, man, Tebow pulling D'Angelo along. Yeah, that's the last thing GT Lion need to do right there, was make a mistake and go off the racetrack.
Yeah, definitely. And with that 5-second penalty, and he just got another penalty, that's gonna, that's game over. Definitely game over. I'm
going to get off of him right there. This could be a commentator's curse. Just when we say it couldn't get any worse, he gets another penalty. We have a yellow flag. I believe that may be Gordo again.
Gordo.
The final corner.
Gordo is making the...
Stuck?
He's making the how do I put it? He's been on the talk of the day tonight.
3-point turn?
Talk of the night.
3-point turn, possibly? Oh, and he doesn't pit there?
You think this was a driver's test?
That's mean.
I mean, all right.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I get what you were pointing at. That wasn't mean. I totally get what you were pointing at right there.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun tonight in the land of Down Under.
Down Under.
We should have played that song before. I'm kind of regretting not playing that song instead of the Rickroll. I think that might have been the better option.
I mean, YouTube, if you're trying to get copyright strike, then go ahead. I think CC's gonna be mad at us though.
Yeah, we can't afford to lose the YouTube. This is our pride and joy. We have the podcast here, which, by the way, I think I need to do that now. We have not done that at any point this race, and I know Seafreeze would be mad at me. Check out the TCR website, trinitycompetitiveracing.com. You can find all your merch on there. You can sign up. And we have a podcast as well on the YouTube, which is every Monday morning at 8 o'clock. I may be on there soon. I'm not going to reveal anything, but you may see an appearance from me on there sooner than later. So, make sure you get all of your TCR needs and wants. Got any weeb? he has entered his name into the penalty list. He's got 3 seconds.
3 seconds? I think, let me check. GT has the most penalties right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got 8 seconds in penalties, which is may put him behind 4th place here, and maybe 5th.
But he got closer to the. I think he closed the gap to D'Angelo. What happened? Did D'Angelo make a mistake somewhere?
Maybe he's well, no, because he's kind of hovered around that 1 second gap since Lion had his issue, and yep, I need to stop following him. That's another issue for him. God damn, gosh damn.
Commentator's curse. Yep.
Wow, that's bad. But yeah, I mean, like I said, D'Angelo, he's hovered around that 1 second gap, hasn't really changed the gap at all. I think Lion may be finding. I don't want to say for sure. Lion may be finding his pace here. Lion, please don't wreck here in turn 6. Okay, thank you.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Now it's gonna. Now, we don't say stuff like that, Camden.
What? I'm not saying for him to crash. I'm telling him do not crash because of my jinxes.
But if you say that, that means it's likely gonna happen.
Well, ever since
Camden
I said
L.
he isn't
Local
wrecked.
Lucas.
Oh man, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Camden.
My bad.
You gotta
my bad.
stop. You have to stop, Camden.
Yeah. What was the nickname? That's Cody.
Camden Local Luca.
Yeah, that is coming into play right now.
Yep.
Yeah, that might be one of the worst commentators' curses I've seen in a while, actually.
Yeah, I think you're doing too much now. You're doing too much. I'm gonna need to watch Tebow or something, or watch someone else.
Well, here's what I'll do. I'll look at D'Angelo, and I'll look behind me at Lion. That way we can get the action on, because this is the only close battle we have right now is 2nd and 3rd. Everybody else is outside of that 1 second range.
Yeah.
Man, Lion seems to be better in sector 1, maybe like the first part of the track, not sector 2 because of his lack of straight line speed, but yeah, Lion definitely closes the gap up here in these corners.
Yeah, I don't know if I could say it, but when my practice with him the other day, he was able to stick very close to me in the corners. But once I think I was able to pull the gaps on him on the straights, because I think I was running a much more low wing than he was. So he's pushing D'Angelo through the corners though. That is insane, and I think he's gonna make the move here.
Will he learn from last time in turn 11? He's gonna do the switchback. Yeah, great move.
Switchback. Is it gonna make it stick though? He has the inside line. D'Angelo has to give him room.
Oh, contact!
Oh, yeah, that was close. That was
how did
close.
He not crash? That was a really good save, because we saw yesterday in that same scenario. I was actually a victim of this, to where the car on the inside in that scenario goes around, and vice versa.
Look how close he is. Look how close he is. But D'Angelo is putting up a great defense out here. Is it gonna go?
Yeah, round of applause. That was such a good pass. That was such a good pass. Into turn 3 again. Still side by side. He's gonna run him deep. Yep, but okay. Yep. Made it work. That was pretty clean. I thought he was gonna run him off the track.
Yeah, but that was dope though. That was a clean move.
Yeah, and well, now we'll have to see though. Can he catch up to Tebow? Lion has been quick here. Oh, and D'Angelo.
3-second penalty. Ooh.
That could be huge though. Lion, he's got more, but say D'Angelo, gets another penalty, he could be outside of that 2nd place.
I mean, the only way that's gonna be possible is if D'Angelo gets a 5-second penalty. Well, if he gets it 3 seconds and GT is able to pull a 2-second gap on him, then he's gonna have 2nd place.
He's gonna send it. He's gonna send it. Close, clean racing there for the most part as they head into turn 12, still side by side again.
A lot of respect from both drivers. Yeah, a lot of respect from both drivers. This is what you like. This is what TCR is all about. Close racing and keep making sure you give your opponent a chance to race alongside you, because I feel like lately we've been seeing a lot of crashes that really makes no sense. But races like this is why we love TCR. Battles like this is why we love TCR.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I mean, Yesterday was exciting, but if you look at this race, it just doesn't compare when it comes to just the level of respect and just knowing when to make the move, knowing when to be patient. Lion on the straightaway there, he could have still been side by side in the turn one, but he backed out, got in behind D'Angelo, and they are still both second and third. Which after that racing, you would have thought that they would be DNF'd.
Yep. You gotta have that mentality of let's to fight another day. Because if he goes by you now and you try to put up a fight and you both DNF, then that is your race, your time, the practice you put in ruined. Your like the past 45 minutes that you've been racing wasted. You could have been doing something else, but because you got too greedy or too eager, or because you don't want to get overtaken, you ruined your chances and you messed up somebody's race. So that's like where like respect comes into play. If you and you can't race people side by side if you don't trust them, and you gotta give me a reason to trust you to go side by side with you. And I think these two, even though it's their first time racing together, with the experience they have, they know what to do and what not to do. So it's good seeing that.
I don't think you could have put that any better, TJ. That is that is spot on. Real quick, as these two battle, look right behind them. Rockstar has slowly gained the gap, and he is within the DRS range. And if you look at the penalties, he has 3 seconds, which is less than Lion.
Yellow flag? Safety car? No. Okay.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Then there's no safety car yet.
Yeah.
And
what the heck? Like, we had two VSCs. Oh, well, actually, we have a yellow in Sector 3 that is Stark Rider.
Yeah,
he's getting back going. No safety car needed.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, but Tebow is on a flyer right now. He's pulling up that gap. At 3 seconds, I think he's gonna win this race. Oh, unless something crazy happens. Maybe like a lockup into the wall somewhere. That'd be so. Oh, I'll be kicking myself in the foot if that happened to me.
Well, I mean, I can sort of relate. You know, yesterday I was probably one corner away from going off into the sunset and winning the Australian Grand Prix. Didn't happen, so yeah, I can kind of relate. It's a terrible feeling. It's one of the worst feelings you can have as a racing driver when you come so close to winning and it just doesn't work out. But
those feelings are what make you stronger. I think an example for me last season was in Belgium. I got a good run on my teammate. I think we qualified 1-2, and I got a good run on him, but I think I got too greedy into the basically a reverse Alonso and Hamilton in Belgium last race. I got too greedy and I paid the price and I spun. And from there on my race went downhill. So, but I came back the next race like, stronger. Well, wait, what's the next race? Belgium? Or was it Australia after Belgium last season?
It is Azerbaijan.
Okay, yeah, but I took that experience and I learned from it. Then like I became much more cautious when I'm trying to go for overtakes, because it's better to be patient than to be too eager.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you learn from it. I mean, like I said, you're a quick guy. Compare how much the amount of practice you put in.
Oh!
What happened?
Sorry, right there. Gordo, final corner spun out, and that checked up Tebow a ton. He is going to lose probably a second right here. That was way too close.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, Gordo gotta keep it in. I think. Yo, Gordo, if you're watching the stream back, hit me up. We could practice together.
Oh, he's going backwards here on the straightaway. It looked like he collected his teammate as well. Main Wayne ended up getting checked up there, and the McLaren is still on the track. Yeah, he's got to get out of the way here. And they are now side by side for P7, and it looks like Main Wayne will lose that spot as well. Yeah, I mean, that could have been Tebow's race over right there. He is really lucky to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful. Like you was about to get Camden.
Hey, come on. No, we don't. I don't need to be reminded of that again.
What is Gordo doing? I am so confused right now.
He's out of the session.
Did he retire on track? Yeah, that is not the right thing to do.
Oh, please don't be a safety car. Oh, we have a car. Charles has gone around. In turn 3. Yeah, he's gone around. He's down in P13. He's lost his wing. Did he make contact with the McLaren? Because the McLaren is right around that spot.
I am not sure. It's getting crazier these last couple of laps.
Yeah. We are lucky that wasn't a safety car through all of that, but somehow it looks like
D'Angelo got past GT? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did.
You're losing your mind.
Yeah, I am. I think I am.
In turn 3, this could be not quite close enough. Yeah, Lion was never going to make that work, but man, he is there. I know he's got the penalties, but he's going to make a move here. I can see it.
He has to lift off mass like that. It shows you the amount of confidence he has through the corners. He has to lift off massively, not to run into the back of D'Angelo there.
Yeah, and real quick, right behind them, Rockstar has fallen back a little bit, so I don't think this will be a battle with him going for the 3rd position on track. As a matter of fact, he has 0% ERS, so yeah, he's giving it everything he's got. Charles is out of the session.
Really? Did he resign?
I think that was
crashed out.
Probably in the pits.
Okay, yeah, that's the right way to do it. Not on track, because I think Goda's gonna get reviewed for that.
Yeah, like I said, nearly cost multiple people their races there in that final corner, then turn 1. But Lion, he's gonna do it right here, TJ. He's got the run.
Oh no! Oh, what a save! Yo, Camden, stop, please. Switch off over GT right now, please.
I will have to send him many apologies after. I don't think I have ever seen a commentator's curse that significant ever.
Yeah, that is way too much. Way too much commentator's curse.
Oh man, I mean, we have a yellow again. That is TX Razorback going around. But yeah, well, what this does, this puts Rockstar up into P3. I just said that wasn't going to happen, and Lord and behold, it freaking happened.
Yeah, Camden, I think your lips are like fortune. Whatever you speak comes to existence. Or well, whatever you say, the opposite comes to existence. So,
all right,
please.
We will get a safety car, and Tebow will crash out. No, is that too far?
Oh, yellow flag.
If this is a safety car, nope. I think.
Oh no.
No, that's just Razorback getting back going.
I think we're past the point of a safety car right now. 26 out of 29 laps here. There's not gonna be a safety car, even if there's a crash.
You know, I want to say this so bad. I'm sorry. Like Lion, he's had great car control today. There's been several points where he has just saved the car. He's making the move now on Rockstar. Will we see him clear him for that spot on track? And he does.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, like it takes a lot of he had so many saves today. It is. But these 3 put up a good show for us tonight. Definitely did. I think they carried the entire race on their backs. Your legs and backs must be tired right now.
Yeah.
They give us great battles. I love to see battles like they had, because it shows you how much better we could be if we're able to put our I think, how do I put it? I mean, you need to have racing spirit, but you also gotta be respectful to one another, because if you are, then you're gonna enjoy the battles more, and the person you're racing is gonna enjoy the battles more. So it's and it's also like a learning opportunity, because the more you race along people, the more you learn things you can do differently. But if you're racing people and they're crashing you out all the time, you're not getting a chance to learn. So there's no point.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely say that for really all 3 classes. Silver class yesterday is a great example, though.
Yeah, I feel like silver drivers, pay attention tonight. You gotta take some notes, especially from GT and D'Angelo, because they put up a good show, a good battle. Definitely did.
Yeah. Well, this is looking like the podium is set. We may have a battle for P3 right now between Rockstar and Gatini Weeb. Unfortunately for Lion, I don't think he will be a part of our podium interview tonight because of those penalties. But this battle for P3 is still on, and for Rockstar and Got Any Weave, they really weren't doing much tonight. They were just kind of, just doing everything they needed to do, and it's going to work out for them. A third and a fourth place finish.
Yep. Patience is the key.
Yeah.
But I think GT shot itself in the foot right there with those 2 penalties he got back to back. One speeding in pit lane and the 3 seconds he got. Yeah, I think he's gonna go back later tonight and review. Like, he's probably gonna think about that. Like, he really had a chance, but yeah, things like this happen, and you gotta be careful next time.
Yeah.
But he's very good at the corners. I think his setup is suited to much more better cornering ability, so he's able to ride closer.
We are on the final lap right now. Tebow is looking to win the race. GT Lion using the battery, trying to see if he can set up a move in the turn 3. D'Angelo going defensive, didn't really need to do that. GT Lion was never going to get there. And right behind him, Rockstar has closed the gap. This could still be a battle if GT Lion makes a mistake. Rockstar not the best exit out of turn 5, and this will allow Got Any Weave to get closer.
Camden, what did we say about cursing people?
I have not cursed GT Lion yet again. Not yet.
He just did.
What? What do you mean? He's right there, man. I mean,
he said if he makes a mistake.
Did he act? Oh, okay. Well, fine. GT Lion looking great here. He's not going to crash. He's going to go for this second position on D'Angelo around the outside. What is going to happen here in turn 11?
Respect. You see that? Yo, that is respect from both drivers. That is what you love. This is what you love to see in TCR. This is what you love to see. Like, what? Imagine that was a silver class race yesterday night. You think both drivers would have survived? Ooh, they were there for GTR.
Tebow is going to take round 3, the Australian Grand Prix, and at the line, everybody going for their positions, but in the end, D'Angelo P2, Rockstar P3, Got Any Weave nearly pulled it off, but he will be P4, and GT Lion, after a exciting day, which is partially my fault, will end up in P5. Behind them, Dirk Shark, a quiet day, ends up in P6. He's had a very impressive start to the season so far. If you look behind him, FND Cakes, we'll see where he ends up with the penalties. He's going to drop to P8.
Yeah, a lot of penalties tonight. I feel like I'm not even sure what's going to happen in Platinum tomorrow. I don't think I'm ready for tomorrow's race.
No, not at all. I will be tuning in as Fire Up Flow will round out the top 10, the last point position there for him. Yeah, Platinum is going to be insane. I'm going to keep my eye on you. Let's get a W tomorrow, TJ. Let's get that W.
Camden,
yes.
Please don't keep your eye on me, because based on tonight's going, I don't want your eyes on me, because then I'm gonna forget up. Well, I'm gonna mess it up. Oops, I said that.
It's alright. I did something similar earlier.
Don't kill me, please.
Yeah, cancel TJ. Never to be seen in the broadcast booth again. But
no, please no.
that's not my decision.
No.
I plan on being here every week. I would love to have you back here in the booth. But
I'm definitely going to be here next week, too. Come on now, wait.
Good, you better. Because Baku, you think this was crazy. I mean, Baku, that track is a crap show most times. And
I think we're gonna be biting our fingers through the castle section.
Yeah, I hope Lion is here next week, because I will go on board with him specifically through the castle section every lap.
To watch the saves he makes.
Yes. I mean, he had one heck of a race. The penalty and the mistakes, but the fact that he didn't crash out is beyond me. He definitely had a very exciting race.
Yeah, he did, and I love the battle they put on. I mean, Tebow was faultless all race. He got the move done. He got past his teammate. From there on, it was just easy going. And the other people behind him made a lot of mistakes, but he kept it clean and kept it on track. So props to him for that. He's quick. But the battle between GTR and D'Angelo are the highlights of the night. It shows you how much better racing can be when you're able to race alongside and not be scared of being taken out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some of the best racing I've seen in a while from from these two right here, Lion and D'Angelo. And even Tebow, Tebow was in front most of the time, but there was a couple of points where all three of them, remember, all three of them nearly went three wide at one point, and there was no contact made between all three of those guys, which really just puts it into perspective that these probably are the people to look for the championship. The two
Yep.
Mercedes guys and GT Lion.
Yep. And GT is a returning driver too. Like I said, watch out for him because he is quick. He is quick.
Yeah. So it is that time that I get the podium guys in here. We will
All
get
right, you want me to do that?
Yeah, if you want, you can do that. I think I've
All
got
right.
all three, but yeah, you could definitely add them to the party, and we can get this show started.
All right. Understood. So it's Tebow, D'Angelo, and Rockstar, right?
Yes. You got Tebow, D'Angelo, and Rockstar.
Yep. Rockstar was an underdog tonight. Kept it low key.
Yeah.
Snuck up that podium.
He just had a quiet race. Just kind of was in the fight. He got closer because of the battles that happened, but he did a great job, and he's had a good start to the season too. He had a podium at Brazil, and you never know, he could be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Also, TJ, can you add Stark Writer to the podium interview? I think we'll need him as a translator for
All right,
the interview.
understood. Understood.
Okay, I think we can start. So let's go from P3 to P1, which means we will start out with Rockstar, who we said kind of had a quiet race throughout the day as everybody was battling in front of him. Just talk about the closing laps there, because you were able to get up towards D'Angelo and Lion, and you were able to hold off Got Any Weave. Just talk about like what those final laps were like.
Yeah, congrats first of all to Tio and D'Angelo on the win on the podium. But yeah, it was kind of a boring race, I guess, at the beginning. Sort of just managing my pace and my lap time, and I was honestly just me and Got Any Weave were sort of just trying to keep the delta, at bay. So that was sort of where I was at most of the race, and then I saw them the top three battling, and then I was able to close in as they were battling and get in DRS range. And then from there, I feel like I didn't really have the pace to get past D'Angelo when I think it was GTR Lion sort of made a mistake on the exit on the back straight there. But it was sort of about just sort of keeping it clean and just seeing it through to the end, if I'm being honest, and keeping Got Any Weeb out of my DRS and yeah, just trying to take advantage of opportunities that might have come up. But yeah.
Yeah, there were many points where GT Lion could have crashed the car, and partially my fault for that, because pretty much every time I was on board with him, and that might have been partially my fault. But yeah, TJ, do you have a question for Rockstar?
Yeah, Rockstar, you were basically an underdog tonight. I said that earlier, but you kept it clean, you kept it on track. Well, you got a penalty, but you still kept it decently clean compared to other drivers. But you snuck up there, and I was your race from like back there. I felt like you didn't really have the pace of the top three tonight, but you definitely got a good result out of it. Are you happy with that result? And do you think you're gonna work um towards next week to try get on the top step, or give it a
Yeah,
challenge?
yeah, I knew I didn't really have the pace to challenge the top three, so that was sort of the way I was looking at it, as just getting some good points on the board, and it's so easy to make a mistake in Australia, I feel like, and getting time penalties. So honestly, yeah, and I've not had the best of luck at Australia in previous league races, so yeah, keeping it on track, and I'll take this result. So yeah, on to the next week.
Yep. Congratulations once again, and glad to see you on the podium.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So now we go up to P2, one of the two Mercedes cars, which finished 1-2 today. D'Angelo, I mean, you've had one heck of a start to the season, a first, and a second. I just want to talk about the DRS, because it seemed like for most of the race, you and Thibaut were within 1 second of each other, which helped you guys move along. Just how important was it to stay within 1 second of each other?
I think it was very important because I felt like I definitely had the pace throughout the middle sector and the third sector over Lion, but I didn't have the straight line speed by myself. I just kept getting good exits, but once it like got up to top speed, I just couldn't like I guess build more of a gap on him, I guess. So the DRS really helped in those early stages, and basically Tebow was faster in the first stint, so I let him by on lap 4 after the DRS had opened, and he just dominated the rest of the way.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's perfectly put. Um, so yeah, TJ, any questions for our second place driver?
Yeah, D'Angelo, I was hoping you're gonna, well, I think I didn't put you in my top step for the prediction, but you had a good qualifying pace. You said, I think your lap was spectacular. You're like 3 tenths clear off everybody else, so I was thinking, you'd be able to, like, get the, probably, maybe get the top step, because it was looking like you were quick, but unfortunately, I think Tebow had a better race setup than you did. And were you, yeah, and I noticed there were some times Tebow was gonna slow down, I think it was lifting up so you could get back into DRS. Was that something you guys planned out, or it was just something you thought up on the fly, how we were last season?
It wasn't really anything we talked about. I kind of feel like he just brought it up on the fly because I did see the gap start to come down a little bit. Because I actually, when I was fending off from Lion and Rockstar, I actually had wing damage. So basically, I was just holding them up as best I can and still keeping them behind, which I thought was pretty impressive for me. So, especially on a track like Australia, I felt really good. I feel like if I didn't damage my wing, which I damaged my wing trying to go around the outside when Tebow and Lion were battling at, I think it was like lap
Well,
16.
when you clipped the
That,
wall on the outside, right?
yeah,
Uh,
that got me wing damage, and then I ended up passing Lion on that same lap, and then I just kept everybody behind.
Yeah, so yeah, it was. I mean, I really enjoyed the battle between you and GT because it really shows you both have respect for each other, and
Mhm.
you really put up a great show. I enjoyed it. Thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably because I keep track of all, the classes. I race in silver, I commentate golden, and I watch platinum. I think that was probably, TJ and I agreed, the best battle we've seen all season when it comes to just respect and just how hard you guys were racing. So, yeah, I really appreciate that. And yeah, you're on a tear. You first, and a second. You're probably looking like the favorite at this point. So, yeah, congrats on a second place finish.
I appreciate it, and it's just one race at a time. Just gotta take it one race at a time.
Mm. Yeah,
Yes,
no,
sir.
absolutely. That's how it should be done. Um, so yeah, we now move on to the Australian Grand Prix winner in Tebow. So Tebow, congrats on the victory. So we just mentioned how there was that battle between D'Angelo and Lion, and there was a point where you were kind of in that battle too. So what was it like being in that battle and then trying to pull away from D'Angelo and Lion?
Félicitations Thibaut pour ta victoire d'Australie. Écoute, il y a eu une belle bagarre entre D'Angelo, Lyon aussi. À un moment donné, tu étais impliqué un peu dans cette bagarre-là. Comment tu as vu et comment tu t'es senti quand tu as été impliqué dans cette bagarre-là?
Et tout d'abord, merci, vraiment content pour ma première victoire en Golden. Donc oui, c'était vraiment une bataille très serrée. Je m'attendais pas à jouer devant vu du rythme d'Angelo en qualification. Donc j'étais quand même surpris de me retrouver plutôt rapide en début de course. Donc j'ai réussi à passer assez rapidement et puis imposer le rythme. Je pense que le setup a fait une différence ce soir. J'étais plus rapide dans le secteur 2. Donc c'était très intéressant. À un moment donné, sur le deuxième secteur, on était à 3 de large. J'en avais Angelo d'un côté et GTR de l'autre. Donc je pense qu'il y a une petite touchette avec Angelo, malheureusement. Je m'en excuse. C'était compliqué de garder la ligne, mais non, intéressant. J'ai profité aussi qu'ils ont eu des pénalités et j'ai réussi à faire un sans faute.
So yeah, that was a tight battle between when he got involved with Lyon and D'Angelo. He was actually a bit surprised that was able to keep up with the boys at the top there because they were really fast during the qualification session. At one point with D'Angelo and Lyon, they were basically running 3 wide, and Thibaut thinks he might have had a little contact with D'Angelo, and he's real sorry about that, but real happy with his first win in the Golden class.
Yeah, I mean, first win. It didn't take long after being in silver class last season. What is that? 3 races into his full-time season. So that's really impressive. Yeah, TJ, any questions for our race winner?
Yeah, first of all, Tilo, congratulations. Like I said on the stream, I was very impressed by what you were able to do, like even from the start of the season, coming from silver class, turning off assists to racing golden. It must be an accomplishment, like achievement to be able to get your first win after 3 races, because we all know how hard it is to take off assists in this game, and for you to be able to accomplish that is very very good. And you kept your race clean, and everything went well for you. Talk us talk us through what you were going through when you noticed that the guys behind you had penalties, and how did that affect your mindset going forward? Thank you.
Premièrement, félicitations pour une victoire en classe or. Venant de la classe argent ou la silver, c'est un exploit quand même assez rare de voir quelqu'un qui remporte sa première course en golden après seulement 3 courses, donc quelque chose de très 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 impressionnant. Durant la course, à un moment donné, tu as pris le lead, les autres avaient des pénalités. Est-ce que ça a affecté ton rythme? Et si oui, de quelle manière ça a été affecté lorsqu'il y a eu des pénalités?
Non, mais tout d'abord, merci. Merci, donc je me suis entraîné quand même fort pendant l'intersaison, justement pour arriver et être compétitif sans ABS. Donc c'était un beau challenge. Donc dès les premières courses, j'ai vu quand même que j'étais compétitif, donc ça m'a vraiment motivé. J'avais vraiment envie de gagner ce soir par rapport à ce qui s'était passé au Japon. Donc voilà, je suis quand même à l'aise avec ce groupe qui est vraiment très clean. Et puis c'est ça, j'ai réussi à imposer mon rythme quand j'ai vu que derrière ça prenait des pénalités. Et j'ai essayé de rester conservateur, de pas trop en faire pour justement pas faire d'erreur et la perdre. À la fin, j'avais Angelo qui revenait un peu, mais j'étais pas inquiet du côté vu qu'il avait la pénalité. Donc je préférais assurer et pas faire d'erreur.
So first of all, thank you for the compliment. That's really appreciated. Basically, once Thibaut says that there were some penalties on the board, basically kept it steady. The goal was to basically keep going and avoid a slip up or anything like that. And one of the biggest motivation he had is Thibaut wasn't driving without the ABS before, so now he's doing it. So he worked hard in the off season to work on that, and it paid off handsomely tonight. And with what happened in Japan in the last race, well, let's just say that even an hour before the race, he told me that he was, the target was to finish first. So there you go. So keep it steady as you go, and the result was there.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that. Thank you very much, Stark Rider, for translating for us. Thank you for coming out.
You're welcome, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks to all you guys for being in here for the interview. yeah, I think this is all that we got. So TJ, any closing thoughts?
Yep. Thank you guys GT is not here, but if he's watching the stream, thank you for that epic battle. D'Angelo, thank you very much for that epic battle because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And hopefully you get to see more coming. And good luck unto Azerbaijan. And may the fastest guy win. Whoever finishes first wins, right? Yep. I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, and TJ, hopefully you can be back in the booth next week. I really enjoyed this week's broadcast, and yeah, I mean you can be back as much as you want for all I care. I mean, what do you say?
Yep, definitely. You got your partner for the rest of the season.
Oh,
As
okay.
long as I have nothing going on Wednesdays, I'm gonna be here. Promise you that.
Awesome. Well, there you go. Yeah, I think we're set for the rest of the season. But yeah, just my quick thoughts. Like you said, I think we had the best battle so far all season between D'Angelo and Lion, and when Tebow was in that battle for a little bit, it was very clean for the most part as well. But I'm sure that we're going to see chaos next week because next week is round 4 for Baku, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and we still have some racing this week. We got Platinum Class tomorrow here in the land of Down Under, and then next Tuesday we got Silver Class, the one and only Silver Class. Always exciting, and that will be in Baku as well. But until then, this has been Camden Luca, that's been TJ, and we will see you next week for Baku. Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and we still have some racing this week. We got Platinum Class tomorrow here in the land of Down Under, and then next Tuesday we got Silver Class, the one and only Silver Class. Always exciting, and that will be in Baku as well. But until then, this has been Camden Luca, that's been TJ, and we will see you next week for Baku.